In this video, I'm going to talk about the 7 best trading movies. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a bit of a fun one today for you, a bit of a quick fun one. Okay, 7 best trading movies. Go. Not in any particular order, by the way. I kind of, didn't want to put them in order. I just thought, I don't know what my favorite is. These are all cool ones. Let's go anyway. Boiler Room. You haven't seen Boiler Room? Good video. That's what it looks like. It's about literally guys in a boiler room, as you would expect, selling shares to kind of wealthy investors. FBI comes in. It's a good kind of movie. It's not that much depth to it. I think Vin Diesel was in it, if I recall correctly. Pretty cool film though, worth watching if you're into trading. One to have a look at. Number 1, that's Boiler Room. Number 2, combine them, WallStreet 1 and 2. You've probably seen WallStreet, right? You must have seen WallStreet. Another great trading related film. 2 wasn't as good as 1. It was a bit sketchy in places. A lot of product placement with one of the brokers. I think it's quite funny. I can't remember what the broker was now, so not that good product placement, was it? But WallStreet, Michael Douglas, brilliant film, kind of really good, especially the first one where it really goes into kind of the greed of it, and that's the whole thing of greed is good where it comes back. Gordon Gekko, you might have heard of that guy. So WallStreet looks like that. Okay, Trading Places. I love this movie. This is a kind of Christmas movie, and when you see it comes on TV, you go, yay, I love it. It's really good. It's a fun film. It's a kind of family-friendly film as well. Just about, there's a bit of stuff in it, but it's not like it's really for traders only. It's got a story behind it. Eddie Murphy in it, and I can't remember the guy's name now. Someone will tell me in the comments below, and I'll have a look in a second. This one looks like this. And really good thing about these guys trading places in terms of you've got a homeless guy and you've got a wealthy guy, banker, investment banker, switch places, and then they get forced into the switch. I won't ruin it for you, but there's a good trading scene if you haven't seen it at the end in the orange juice pit. Really kind of cool film, not too much in depth and too much detail. I say family friendly, reasonably. Next one, number 4, Wolf on Wall Street, definitely not family friendly. I put it on here. It's not really much about. It's not about trading per se, even though it's Wolf on Wall Street. To be honest, they could be selling anything, and they're really scamming people as opposed to being genuine traders. But that kind of lifestyle that they had mirrors how a lot of traders have behaved before, and there's a little bit of humor in it. A lot of humor in it, and it's worth a watch. Put it that way, it's worth a watch. You either really think it's great or you think it's okay. It's one of those ones. Leonardo di Caprio, I think he's a great actor. It's a good film. It's a good film, but it's not one of my favourite films. When you're talking about trading, anyway. Margin Call. This was a pretty cool film. I think Kevin Spacey was in it, and that guy, Simon Baker, I believe. It's what it's like here. This is all about kind of the backroom dealings that were going on when they realised that they were really in the you-know-what, because it was all about the spreadsheets they were looking at, and they were kind of doing meetings, and they realised it's interesting. As a trader, I think you get much more out of it than as a layperson, because you kind of see the pre-financial crash, financial crisis kind of scenarios going on behind the scenes. So that's well worth a watch. Margin Call. Number 6, Big Short. You probably watched that. I think it's the most recent one coming out here. Brad Pitt. He doesn't play a very big role in it, but interestingly, that's kind of, again, just before the financial crisis. It's about it's hedge fund guy who has spotted this, and he's got his position on, and it's still not going his way. It's not going his way. And again, it's all about positioning for the big short of that financial crisis happening. Won't spoil if you haven't seen it already. That's what it looks like. Good film, well worth a watch that. I think I saw that one at the cinema. Rogue Trader, here's the 7th one. Rogue Trader, love this film. This is about Nick Leeson and Barings, how he brought down Barings. That's a really cool film. I enjoyed that a lot. Who plays it? If I remember the guy's name, Scottish guy from Trainspotting. Someone's going to come to me in a minute. Someone's going to stick it in the comments below. Anyway, he plays the actual Nick Leeson. Really, really cool movie from a trading perspective. Really good to see how deep you can get into it if you're not careful. Great little lesson on risk management. Don't know if they intended it to be that, but that's well worth a watch if you haven't seen that one. And I've included, that's the 7 movies. I've also included these, a bonus too, if you like, number 8 and 9, because they're not really movies. They're kind of documentaries that pop up from YouTube from time to time. Flawed, which looks a little bit like this, is a really good kind of documentary about how traders trade on the pit and how they were transitioning to electronic. And you see how some struggled, some did okay out of it. It's just a really cool kind of trading movie. It's not really a movie, it's a documentary. I believe it's available on YouTube for free. Have a look. If it's there, great. If it's not, then maybe somewhere on the net will have it, or you can buy it on DVD or something. But well worth a watch that, especially if you're into trading, which you are because you're watching this video. Number 9, it's called Trader, and it's got Paul Tudor Jones in it. It was made in the 80s. This one comes up from time to time on YouTube. And then it gets pulled again, I believe. There's some sort of copyright issue. I know that his lawyers are quite heavy on pulling it off again for whatever reason. I'm not sure whether it's available elsewhere to purchase and it's just that kind of scenario, or just doesn't want it aired. I don't know, but every so often it comes up in the trading community. If you get opportunities to watch it before it gets dragged down, then do so. It's well worth it. It's really interesting to see Paul Tudor Jones, one of the greats, how he traded from the beginning, how he was kind of looking at the market, and his sort of environment he was trading in. Just a general cool film to watch if you're into trading. Anyway, guys, that's the 7 plus your bonus 2. If I've missed any, stick them in the comments below. I can think of some which I haven't included because I thought, they're okay, not so good. But if there's any blinding ones that I've really absolutely missed, like a really great one that I've just missed out, stick it in the comments below. Love to get more. And what I'll do is I'll do an update video. If you put them in the comments, I'll do an update video and say, hey, this is what you guys said. And we'll do as many as we can because I love trading movies and I bet you do too. Take care. Bye-bye.